along the designated nav route to the proving grounds. Your trial of position awaits.
Acknowledged, Kit Commander. This is it. Everything you've worked for. 2 kills. 2 kills. Better to die than accept anything less. You can do this, Jaden. You have to.
Kit Jaden, you have been called to a trial of position. If you are victorious, the Smoke Jaguar will embrace the latest mech warrior worthy of the clan's Tumen. If you fail, then the death of the incompetent is the death of a feeble progeny. And a testament to our glorious ways. May the founders Franklin Osis and your progenitor Liam Ismail grant you strength. Begin! That is one confirmed.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Enough to earn the rank of mech warrior.
One down. Just need
Just
need to back off.
going back
Play
and
this smart. No telling what will be next.
I have started a new campaign in this mech warrior
Here it comes.
since the
More kill.
Ghost Bear DLC, and just showing you
Seems to be a ground pounder. I should leverage my jump jets.
a play with which I thought was kind of cool with the
Hit and fade engagements.
Ebon Jaguar in this trials mission at the very beginning of the game. I was thinking, I'm not sure. I'm sure you guys have figured it out before me, but I was thinking that since the update for
Last one.
the
Could I?
DLC for Ghost Bears in MechWarrior Clans, that and the update that came with it, changes to the some of the game mechanics, some of the weapons and stuff like this. that would just carry over, because I was kind of I started playing the Ghost Bear as soon as it came out, and it was like halfway through. I played several campaigns now, and the original story about Smoke Jaguar. So I was thinking that it would automatically unlock, all the mechs that were present in the new DLC. But of course it didn't, and so I thought, okay, I'll try restarting the entire game, and sure enough, like a brand new campaign, but within the Smoke Jaguar story. And sure enough, it's unlocking the new mechs, right? I didn't have enough of those, whatever the blue currency is, to unlock it, without starting a new, brand new campaign. So, anyhow, if you're having trouble with that, that's what you gotta do, is just start a new campaign back in the Smoke Jaguars story, and it as you play through, it'll unlock the mechs from the Ghost Bear campaign. And just again, take an opportunity. By the way, that Hebon Jaguar, I think that's my new favorite. It's just it's an awesome mech. Love that thing. It's got a good stock loadout right there that I showed in that trial mission, and you're able to upgrade it with some nasty lasers on it too. Oh, it's very good. Very good mech. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the difference in the storytelling between the Smoke Jaguar campaign in comparison to the Ghost Bear DLC, and I'm hoping that Piranha Games will step it up a lot in the new whenever the new DLC comes out for it. I'm assuming it's going to be Jade Falcon, but who knows? Excuse me. Sorry. Just on a positive note, the Piranha Games has just done a brilliant job in the artwork of these games. It's just phenomenal. I think the last MechWarrior video I uploaded, I have a Viper on one of the missions, has a 2 medium pulse and 2 machine guns and a SRM4. And the animations on that thing, as it's unloading those weapons, it's phenomenal. It really is fantastic. So they're to be commended for the artwork. That's why I included this previous upload of this, the artwork of the game. Which has changed a little bit, of course, to include some of the new ones in the Ghost Bear DLC. But Piranha Games really needs, and I hope they do in this, whatever the new DLC is going to be, whether it's Jade Falcons or whatever it is, the dialogue. The dialogue between the two campaigns, if you haven't played them through yet, is just, well, I found myself turning down the volume in the Ghost Bear campaign of the in-game chatter, because it's none of it is mission related, and it came across as like just freaking nagging and bickering that had nothing to do with the story. They're trying, of course, to tell a story and in the dialogue within the missions, but none of it has anything to do with the missions, unlike the Smoke Jaguar campaign, where a lot of it did have to do with the mission that you were playing, right? And I didn't find myself, I couldn't care less about any of the characters in that in the Ghost Bear campaign. It was all just a bunch of bickering with the FNG and the other group there that had been together for a while, and they weren't really accepting it at first, and then they had a kumbaya moment where they all got together, and all of a sudden they loved each other, and it's just I couldn't. It was so bad. It was just bad. There was parts in the Smoke Jaguar campaign that were cheesy bad, right? And I talked about those in a previous video. There were cheesy bad moments, but they were so cheesy and so bad they made you laugh, right? But it didn't come across as annoying. It just came across as so bad it was funny. But there were characters in there, like Jaden and like Perez that were so interesting. I thought um, it was so much better done. I don't know if the writers were different between uh, the two TLCs, but I I couldn't care less about the characters in the Ghost Bear campaign. I just wanted them to shut up. That's how bad it was. Just shut up. So I turned the volume down so I wouldn't have to listen to the bickering and freaking nagging. Whereas there were a lot of good moments in that. There were a lot of cheesy moments, yes, in the cutscenes and in the dialogue and stuff like that. But there are also some good moments in there. That Perez character was priceless, in my opinion. He really made that game, and whoever worked on him, um, they just did I think, a fantastic job on the Perez character. For me, made the game interesting, right? And there's no denying the artwork here is fantastic in both games. But the dialogue really needs to be worked on. Um, I hope Piranha Games maybe has heard other complaints about that, or maybe they haven't. I don't know. I don't know who else is talking about it, but the difference is just it was just huge between how much you got drawn into the story in the first Smoke Jaguars campaign versus the just wanting to get it done and see the new mechs in the and with the bears, right? With the ghost bears. Anyway, guys, let me know if you found the same thing. Piranha Games again did a fantastic job on the artwork, but they really need to step it up in the dialogue, storytelling. Don't make the storytelling so it's a distraction from the mission, and it detracts. Actually, it detracts from the mission, but make it complement the mission a little bit better. I know that you can only do so much with canned dialogue, right? You can't make it specific to the mission because each replay of the mission, of course, is going to be different. But the canned dialogue, it needs to be stepped up big time for the next DLC of MechWarrior 5 Clans. Anyway, guys, appreciate those guys who have been watching my MechWarrior 5 Clan stuff. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am. I do. I do, because I continue to play it. And looking forward to more content from Piranha Games. Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.